Have you ever felt tired, but no physical tired? You know, the kind of exhaustion that sits in your chest, the kind that makes the things even you once loved even feel heavy? Hey, welcome to today's episodes about our podcast about social issues. My name is Paula.
I'm Jose.
And I am Maria. And we are students at 11th level of ILEUSCO. And in today's podcast, we are talking about something that quietly affects so many students, student burnout. But what is student burnout? Well, it's a state of emotional, mental, and physical exhaustion caused by prolonged academic stress. It happens when students feel overwhelmed, lose motivation, and start feeling detached or ineffective in their studies. Institutes are supposed to be time of growth, passion, discovery, new goals, new dreams. But behind the grades, the deadlines, and the achievements, there's another story. One that isn't always visible. A story about pressure, about expectations, about feeling like you always have to be productive, even when you're exhausted.
In this episode, we interview some students and graduate from different academic backgrounds. We ask them simple but powerful questions. What are you studying? How long have you been on this journey? Have you ever felt about student burnout? Does your environment support you in this situation? And we also ask them how they think the problem could be solved or prevented. Through their honest voices, we explore what burnout really looks like today, not as a textbook definition, but as a lived experience.
Our goal isn't just to talk about it, it's also to understand it and create consciousness. And maybe when we listen attentively to them, we can care better, support better, and also create spaces where students can live and not just survive. So let's listen to them. Hey, I'm with Alex and I'm going to ask some questions. First, are you a student?
Yes, I'm a student from high school.
Okay, are you a student in high school? How long have you been studying?
I've been in studies from 11 years.
Okay.
I'm Laura Villarreal and I'm in the second semester of foreign languages.
Pamela, nice to meet you. Are you a student?
Yes, I've been studying for 13 years.
Okay. And are you in university or high school?
I'm at high school, but I'm studying English in the university.
Nice to meet you, Juan Jose. Tell me, what did you study and how long did you study it?
Okay, I studied mechanical engineer. I studied around 5 years.
Alright.
Are you a student?
Yes, I am.
And how long have you been a student?
I have been in high school about 4 or 5 years, I think.
I have, and I could say that it's not very well for all.
Why?
Because it's very exhausting, and in some cases you can't talk with the people that you have confidence, and that's really more difficult.
Yes, I have experienced mental exhaustion during exam period, especially when I have many assignments to do. And it is important to understand that we're humans and we're not just study. We have different things to do. For example, like me, I practice sport and be successful in the university and in the sport and try to help my family and all at the same time. it's a little exhausting.
Yes, I think I have experienced that the school stress for having a lot of homework, I think.
I remember once when I was in 7th grade, I was very stressed. I was in an exam. I had 3 exams later. I have 4 expositions for the week and 3 quizzes the next week. I was so aromated for the information. I had to study a lot. I have to make a presentation, and I was very exhausted. I couldn't sleep good for 2 weeks.
Yes, I had felt tired when I tried to resolve a lot of math problems.
And in some case, I went to the principal office to get help with the psychologist, and that helped me to organize my academic life so I could get a lot of help for me and appreciate that.
Right. I think my parents have helped me about the school stress because I told them the experiences I have about it.
The school could prevent these situations having a more flexible schedule with the exam and don't having like 3 exams in a day.
Okay, so thank you so much for your participation.
I think it's not possible to prevent it because I think it's more a part of the life in the case of the academic life. And to solve that is talking with a personal confidence, because it doesn't matter if you believe that you make trouble. If you have a really bond with that person, you can talk with them.
Okay, thank you so much for your participation.
You're welcome. Well, I think you can try to solve this problem. Try to manage your own time.
Okay, thank you. After hearing these experiences, it's hard not to pause. Different stories, different majors, different journeys, and yet a shared feeling. No constant burnout, no permanent exaltations, but moments where the weight feels heavier than it should. Their voices remind us that burnout doesn't always arrive dramatically. Sometimes it shows up quietly, in lost motivation, in emotional fatigue, in pressure to keep going even when you are tired.
From these conversations, we learn something important. Students' burnout doesn't affect everyone in the same way. It doesn't happen all the time, but many students experience moments of mental, emotional, or physical exertion during their academic journey, and those moments deserve attention. Our interviewers highlighted the role of support from family, from institutes, and from the environments that surround them. Support does not erase pressure, but it can soften it.
It's also important to prevent the problem, not waiting until someone is overwhelmed and just fixing it at the beginning. Student pressure, unrealistic expectations, and not having a healthy balance between personal life and academic life. Burnout is not just about being busy. It is also to allow students to learn and grow without the feeling of exhaustion. And I think when we can listen and with empathy, we can create spaces where people can ask him for help as a normal action and not as a failure, because education should change us, not consume us.
Before we finish, we want to share with you some tips to prevent student burnout. Create a realistic study schedule. Not everything has to be done perfectly. Take short breaks and respect your rest time. Ask for help when you feel overwhelmed.